Words are hard today, and I feel like eating cake. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be painting my dog again. So, this time it is gouache instead of a mix between watercolor and acrylic markers. And this time I sketched her from life. She usually is not allowed on my bed, but since I've been a bit anxious lately and she calms me down and puts me in a better mood, usually, I decided to give her permission for a few days to be on my bed sometimes. So this time she was sleeping and I decided to sketch her because she is much easier to sketch while she's asleep rather than when she's awake running around. So I painted her from memory, which may or may not have been a good idea, but I had fun with it. I had so much fun with it that it not only brightened my mood a lot, but it also made me forget to change the camera angle. That's why today is a simple old time lapse, just with voiceover instead of music. Now, I don't know if you have noticed, but I love plants, and in this shot you can see a little bit of my old fern that I really like and that has that simple tiny leaf. And then those spider plants, I think I have three of them in frame. One of them is one of those more wispy ones. Then there's the tiny baby one, and then there's one that has wider leaves a little bit. Then there's a small pilea tree, not tree, pilea plant, which I've heard people calling it different names, and I don't know why I said tree there. Just kind of strange. And then there's another fern, which is the most recent member of the desk family, and it is one of those frilly ferns, and I really like it. And I bought it, or my mom bought it for me because she's very sweet. She bought it for me, I think 3 days ago or 4 days ago, and it is so fluffy. Like, I know I am not supposed to touch ferns that much. You're just like some plants, like when you touch them, and they actually look better if you touch them sometimes and you kind of interact with them. This may sound crazy, but yeah, some plants like that kind of attention. And ferns are the opposite. Like, if you buy a fern, don't touch those leaves, as fluffy as they look, because you will make those dry out. Yeah. It's the same as lady hair ferns. I think that's how you call them. The other ones, like the even frillier ones, more frilly thing. I don't know how to describe plants in English. Okay, it's very hard. I need to study them better because yeah, today words are very hard for me. But yeah, I really like this fern, and it is very pretty and very fluffy and very, like, it is opening more because it came with one of those plastic thingies around, and it is, because of the sunlight in my room, it is opening a little bit more and spreading the pretty leaves. And like the next step will be to put it in a bigger pot because it came a little bit squished. Like, the pot it came in is too small and the roots don't have enough space, so it is kind of trying to jump out of the pot, and I want to, or I need to give it a bigger pot. But yeah, I think that's the end of the plant update. If you are not interested in plants, sorry for that, but I really love them, so thanks, you know? But yeah, today I decided to keep the palette in frame because I find it really satisfying to see other artists mix paint. Sometimes I enjoy that more than watching them paint, which may sound kind of weird, but I don't know, there's something about the colors mingling with each other and seeing them move on the palette. There's something very satisfying about that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, maybe. But yeah, I decided to keep the palette in shot. I also think that the palette looks pretty. So as messy as it is and as gross as it may look to other people, I find it pretty, and I really like that dish. It's an old, kind of broken ceramic dish that I use for painting with gouache. I'm just using the leftover paint there, and the colors you see me adding are the Royal Talons extra fine quality gouache colors, and they are the primary colors plus white. Then the white is made with PW6, which is titanium white, and PW5, which I'm not sure what it is. I need to look it up. Then the cyan blue is phthalo blue, so it is a PB15, just with no extra numbers. Sometimes there's a warm and cool version. This one doesn't have any numbers after that. And then the permanent rose magenta is PV19 and PR122, which are both quinacridone pigments. And then the lemon yellow is made from PY3. Usually, I'm not a big fan of lemon yellow as a mixing color because I find it too cool to make bright oranges, and I also find it too cool to make mossy greens. I usually don't love to use very bright poppy greens simply because I don't know how to paint with them, even though I love plants, so that's kind of, yeah. I just think it doesn't look natural, and I know you are supposed to mute it yourself with using the magenta, but I actually really enjoy using a warm blue and a warm yellow to make a more muted green instead of mixing in some magenta. But that's just personal preference, and I find that this time the primaries are very well balanced, and I think that even this being a lemon yellow is very nice to paint with it and mix oranges, which is kind of strange because usually lemon yellow with magenta does not give you a very good orange. Usually it gives you a fairly muted one. But in this case I really enjoy that shade of orange, and it's not that muted. It's pretty nice, actually. Now this video is not sponsored, I forgot to tell you that, but yeah, it's not sponsored. And then by the end of the video, I'm not sure how close we are to that moment where I show you the pens because I'm not watching the video at the same time as I record this voiceover. It's a kind of strange setup. One day I'll do a workstation setup video to show you how I record this and why I don't watch the video while I do the voiceover. Yeah, thanks. But the pens I'm using today are I think this is a jelly roll, but it's the souffle. It takes a long time to dry, and then it has a weird texture and gets a little bit raised from the page. It's very cool, and I ordered the pink one, so it's kind of strange. In the video it looks like I'm using white, but I'm actually using pink. So yeah, that's a nice accent, I think. And I'm also showing you the Pilot G-Tech C4. I'm not sure if I used it in the video, I forgot, because I know I used it in the next page, but I'm not sure if I used it on the page that I'm painting in this video. I don't know if this makes sense. I'm just a bit confused today. I don't know what to call this, if it is like some kind of brain fog or if I'm just tired. But yeah, words are very hard today. I really want to buy the Words Are Hard t-shirt from Evan and Caitlin. If you don't know them, you probably do. But if you don't know them, check them out. They're very funny and I really like them. And I really want to buy that shirt because that describes me on so many levels. End of the ramble for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are watching this around the time the video comes out, I hope you are staying home and staying safe for the sake, even if it's not for yourself, at least for the sake of those who actually need to go out and work for us to be safe. like medical workers and supermarket people and delivery people. So yeah, please be careful. Things are weird out there. Yeah, just enjoy the time at home to be with your kids or with your pets, or do your weird new hobbies or anything. Watch TV, do anything. Just stay home, please. And see you next time, I think. Bye.